So hello everybody, Reece's Reviews here, and I'm coming at you with my second video of the day. It's the first time I've ever uploaded 2 videos in one day, but this might be the last chance I have for a while. I know I said that last week, but we'll see. So yeah, if you saw the It review, which was released just before this, you'll know I'm not feeling very well today, so yeah, I'm just wanted to get these videos out because the first one, I just wanted to get my It review out, but the second one, as you about the video, it's the simple movie tag. So basically what this is a little it's 10 questions about just about film and about movies, and you know, one YouTuber will do it and then they'll tag someone else to do it. And I was tagged by my good friend Rachel Wagner, who has already done this tag on her channel, which I will leave the link in the description to. You should go and check her out. She makes really good content. And so yeah, let's not waste any more time, let's get right into it. So the first question is, what is your favourite and least favourite film? So my favourite film is Inside Out. I just think it is completely wonderful. It is stunningly animated. The comedy works, the heartfelt moment works, the characters are all likeable. Each character gets their moments. There's almost 3 stories going on all at once. You know, you've got the story with anger, disgust, and fear, the story with Riley and her parents, and then the story with joy and sadness. And it executes them all so well. The writing is consistently good. The themes it tackles are really, really mature and are really things that we wonder ourselves. What does make us sad? What does make us happy? And you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's plot holes because it's not only your emotions that control you," but I don't know, I still really, really like it. I love it so much. My least favourite movie is the Emoji Movie, another animated film. I just could not stand the Emoji Movie. I thought it was just really weak. It was very mean-spirited. The animation was okay, but then it was clouded by awful character design, in my opinion. Because that's what got on my nerves with this film. I can watch a bad film and it just be bad. But this film annoyed me because everything that could have been smart, they crushed it with something cringeworthy. It wasn't funny. And it was this weird whole kind of message of like, if you're different than everyone else, you're a weird person, you should try and change yourself. And I'm like, no, that's really not how it works. But yeah, so that's my least favourite. Favourite is Inside Out, least favourite the Emoji Movie. So the second question in the tag is, who is your favourite actor and actress? So my favourite actor is Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, obviously Pirates of the Caribbean, he's really, really good in those films. Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow is actually my #1 acting performance, period. I love him in that role. He is also the only reason I actually like some of the Tim Burton remakes. I'm not a big fan, but I'm pretty sure Tim Burton, the remake of Charlie and Chocolate Factory, was a Tim Burton remake, and he was in that, and he was like the only thing I liked about that movie. And it's the same with Alice. Alice in Wonderland, Alice Through the Looking Glass. The only thing I liked about them was Johnny Depp. And then he was also, because obviously, you know, I love animation, he was also in Rango a few years ago, which I really liked Rango when I watched it. And then my favourite actress is, it might be a bit of a surprise, but Anna Faris. I really like Anna Faris. She's in a lot of movies that I just really, really like. She plays in the Scary Movie movies. She plays in the first 4, and I really like those films. They're kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. I think they're all really, really good. I think they're all quite funny. And then she has done a fair few voiceover roles. She was in the Emoji Movie, which I didn't like. But then she was in the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball movies, which I think are a little underrated, actually. I quite enjoy them. And then she was also in Alvin and the Chipmunks as Jeanette. So I really like Anna Faris. I don't know, she works for me. So the next question is, who is your favourite director? Now, I was tackling who to pick because I love Pete Docter. As a Pixar director, you know, a lot of people don't think about animated directors being actual directors, but they do a lot. So I do love Pete Docter, but I had to go with who I'm enjoying the most at the moment with my Disney rewatch, and it's John Clements and Ron Musker. I think that's it. They might be the other way around. Clements, and they're just known as the Clements and Musker. The Clements and Musker films are some of my favourite. You've got Hercules, The Little Mermaid, you've got The Princess and the Frog, Moana, all sorry, all really good films that I just really like. I love Clements and Musker. So yeah, what is your favourite movie genre? That's question 4. My favourite movie genre is horror. It's kind of a shame because a lot of the times horror is very lackluster, but there are some absolutely amazing horror films, and you know, some of those horror films would be in some of my top movies of all time, definitely. So sticking with the horror theme, what is your favourite horror movie is question 6, and this is Insidious Chapter 2. Now, I don't think Insidious Chapter 2 is really as scary as, like, either of the Conjuring films, and I don't think it's as, like, heartfelt as maybe It 2 that I literally just watched. But, I don't know, I absolutely love these films, the Insidious films. I'm very excited for Insidious, The Last Key. It's coming out next year. And Insidious Chapter 2 is my favourite, because I just love the loose ends it ties in with the first one. I love having another event, like another film with this. I really like the family of the Lambert family. I think they're really, really nice. This is my favourite out of like the Insidious monsters. You had like the lipstick demon from Insidious 1, and then Insidious 3 you had the man with the breathing mask on. But then in Insidious 2 you had the woman in white with the bride in black, and so good. I loved it. And then the next question, number 6, is what is your favourite animated movie? So, obviously, Inside Out is my favourite movie of all time, so it is also my favourite animated movie. So I thought I'd go a bit different, and give you maybe some more unorthodox picks that you might not realise. Because obviously I'm doing Pixar, I'm doing Disney on my channel, so I have got Up here as well, because I love Up so much. But if you're not doing Disney or Pixar, my favourite animated films are Kung Fu Panda 3, my favourite DreamWorks film. I would say I love it. So much heart to it. It's funny, it's action-packed. I love Kai as the villain. And I really like the interactions between Mr. Ping and Lee. You know, as adopted father and birth father. I think they're really, really... They feel real. They don't seem shoehorned in. I like them. And I love that line from Mr. Ping, you know, like, when he says to Poe's birth father, having you in Poe's life doesn't mean less for me, it means more for Poe. And that line was just so beautiful. And the animation is so good. Yeah, I just really love Kung Fu Panda 3. And then another one that I got down here is Coraline. And Coraline is a stop-motion film. Which I just thought was really, really good, really interesting. It was quite scary, actually, but I still really enjoyed it. And it's one that I will watch a lot, probably around Halloween. I really liked it, I did. So then the next one is, the next question, number 7, is what is your favourite score or soundtrack? So if we're talking about a soundtrack in terms of, like, the songs... there was 2 that I couldn't choose between. Hairspray, the 2008 Hairspray musical film adaptation. I love it. The main thing I love about Hairspray as a film is it teaches this very important message of racial integration. And it doesn't throw it all on you at once. It's what I also loved about Zootopia, is they handle these very, very mature and important messages. But, you know, you don't want to learn a message by having it thrown onto you and seeing all, you know, the slaves and all this. While it's awful to see that, you know, it's very sad to see what kind of happened. By seeing all that all at once, all this horrific imagery, it's not the best way to teach someone something. So having a light-hearted film like Hairspray, like Zootopia, to teach you these messages, I think is just really, really good. And then also, another thing I love for songs is my favourite Disney score overall, which is The Princess and the Frog. Every song from The Princess and the Frog I love. It has my favourite Disney villain song in Friends on the Other Side. Just really, really good. But then score, you know, just musical score, no songs, no lyrics. I went for Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. I love all the Pirates of the Caribbean music, but I think the second installment in the franchise has the best music. So then question number 8 is, what is your best cinema experience? So my best cinema experience was easily The Conjuring 2. I went and saw this at like a 9:30 p.m. showing. Around when it came out, so it was dark. It was getting dark at night, and we had a full cinema screen, and it was scary. I remembered loving that film, and it was very, very close to being my favorite horror film, you know, from the earlier up on the list. But yeah, just such a really good experience. The adrenaline, the atmosphere in the cinema screen was just unbeatable. Amazing. And then I also added my worst cinema experience, which was Night at the Museum 3, Secret of the Tomb. I actually really like the Night at the Museum films. I think I just think they're actually really fun. And I like this idea of the things in the museum coming to life. But when I went to see this, I went with like 4 friends, and 2 of them were just completely uninterested, and the other one was literally calling his dad in the cinema. And we got threatened to get we were threatened to get thrown out, and I was like, I'm not having this. So me and my friend, who actually wanted to see it, moved away. And yeah, that wasn't a very good cinema experience, just because the other people that was there with were being idiots. Simple as. So then, question number 9 is, what is your favourite guilty pleasure movie? So this is kind of a franchise, but my favourite guilty pleasure, and it's kind of embarrassing to admit, but it's actually the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies, the CGI remakes. I actually really like them. Usually there's like someone usually has there's a message in a film that they love. Like, for example, I know my friend over at LCScreentalk, Larry, he's a sucker for environmental messages. You know, he loves anything environmental. For me, I love anything, you know, with family and all this. And Alvin and the Chipmunks, I think, actually have really good messages about family. I like the music, actually. I know a lot of people can get annoyed with chipmunks singing, but I kind of like it. I did feel the third entry, Shipwrecked, was a little bit weak, but I actually really think the first 2 were really solid films. And Anna Faris is in Alvin and the Chipmunks as well, my favourite actress. So I liked it. I really like them. I think they're fun. And then and then number 10, the final question is, what is your favourite foreign film? So I haven't really watched many foreign films, but as part of my GCSE film studies project that I did is in my secondary school, was part of my topic was foreign films, and the foreign film that we were watching was Tsotsi, a South African film about a South African gang film. And I think Tsotsi actually had a lot of heart, you know. It was about this criminal who, you know, he tries to steal this car. And he steals the car, but then he accidentally he doesn't realise there's a baby in the back, and he has to take care of this baby. And in the end, it's him realising, you know what, this isn't the life for me. And I really liked it. I think Tsotsi as a character was really, really good. I don't know any of the actors, I'm sorry. But I don't know, I quite enjoyed Tsotsi. I think it was just a really, really charming movie. So that's the simple movie tag. I don't really know who to tag, you know. I don't know, but I will tag one person, and that is LCScreentalk. I will leave a link in the description to both Rachel and LCScreentalk's channel, along with all the questions as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, because it lets me know that you like it, and it lets me know that I'm doing something worth watching, and subscribe to stay updated with my future content. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.